All right, folks, action getting underway now in the round of 16. Just covering 27 and 28. There are going to be two matches on this pair for the first round. So the left-hand match is Brian Vest versus Andrew Walko. The other match is Mike Mans against Jeff Wetzel. Brian starts out with a spare. Sparing to 10 pin. Andrew slides by. Takes 10. Jason, there should be sound now. All right. So you see the scores on the left-hand side. That's Brian Vest again. He's going against Andrew Walko. So that is a match, that left-hand scoreboard. The right-hand scoreboard, yes. For this round. I've never done this double order. I don't run it. Okay. First frame for Mike Manskin. He's bowling against Jeff Wetzel. That is the right-hand match. This is the round of 16. Got 4 games to win the star. Mike leaves a 2-pin. We've just seen Jeff on camera last game, firing well into the 170s. Pushing through the middle first frame. Mike's got the spare. Mike had a 190 in match play this morning. I believe that was the 4th game. Open frame for Jeff. Over to our left, we have Andrew Buckingham against Sarah Wynn. And Bernie Hipkins against Devin Fogel. Second frame for Andrew Walko. Nice ball, leaves the 7-pin. Spare fill for Brian Vest. A deuce. Brian leads 12-10 after one. Introduce yourself.
All right, everybody back home. You know, we got Colby D'Antonis on the mic here. Didn't do too well today, but you know it's always a good time coming out here. And I just want to say before we get too much into these games, really good well wishes to Billy Coons. Really good guy, and he's having a procedure done right now that.
Open heart, right?
Open heart surgery, and we hope everything goes well with that, and he's ready to get back out in the lane soon. And with that, we're here. Dual lanes.
Mike on the fill. Ooh, tug job, count 6.
Mike was in my division. He was struggling. He was struggling the first 2-3 games, and he found something the last 2 games that.
Was it a ball change?
I don't know. It looked like he was throwing the same pro line, I think.
Okay. I know he typically throws like a black and
Yeah.
green Comet.
He was
So-
the last 2 games. He threw the ball really well. He had what? I think he had 350, 360 the last 2
Yep.
games.
2 full on the washout. Jeff open on the 6-pinner attempt. He takes 10. Mike Mans will have a lead.
Jeff Wetzel. I mean, that was one hell of a ball.
He
Very powerful. When he gets that ball in there, watch out. Watch out.
he can throw strikes that you think are gonna like break something. And
Yeah.
they hit so hard.
Brian Vest getting ready to go up here on lane 27. That's my teammate on Mondays. You know,
You got 2 of the hardest throwers in duck pin bowling on the
Yeah.
same pair right now. Not against each other, but on the same pair. They call Brian the Rocket, and for good reason.
Yeah, big time. I mean, every Monday night I see it. There's 4 to 5 balls at least tonight that you're like, how is
10 going, yeah.
how is something not broken? Andrew.
And then you wait until a couple frames later, and then it is.
Yeah. And then you got Andrew Walko. Good, another good young kid coming up in duck pin world.
You're good. That looked perfect.
His Addison definitely wrote that because that was too neat a handwriting for Mike to write that.
It was spelled correctly, too.
And it was spelled correctly. I knew it.
It was her idea.
Mike Mans, you know, great. We got a little break here while we wait for this runner. Oh, we got Colton Goose's son, Braden, running down here, getting ready to come in the frame.
Dual lanes youth bowler.
Yep. I'm sure he'll be out here one day. Probably beating all of us when I'm old too.
Yep. Just think, it'll be some prodigy. Oh, gotta go back and fix it.
Oh.
It'll be some prodigy kid, and you'll be the one throwing the 2 mark 95.
Yep.
Chip off the old block.
Chip off the old block. Granted, I won't have a 2 mark 95.
All right.
I'll only have a 1 mark 95.
No, that's fair. You're efficient.
Yeah.
That's a kid that takes his job very seriously, though. It's a
And
good
then B
good deadwood
covers
clear.
it up after the little rain delay there.
Two. Andrew covers.
Andrew with a good shot there.
There's a 8-pin lead for Andrew Walko through 3. Now, are you aware of the bet that David and I had made regarding the champion of this tournament?
Wasn't it David said he bet me, and then you bet Bernie, right?
Yes, and it's a push if neither of you won.
You should push it over till next month.
Double or nothing.
But it don't have to be the same 2 guys. You can pick other guys, but it's double or nothing.
Right.
Well, I can't win, so it's only Bernie left.
We did say, though, I did say to David in the pregame show that had it been a Bernie Hipkins Colby D'Antonis final, it would have been proper television for us.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, all right, David, you call Colby's balls, I'll call Bernie's balls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shoot. Hey, the good news is I do have David Hughes
In the pool.
so I'm a David Hughes fan.
He is currently down 1 pin and a hit through 3 to JT Zimmerman.
All right, right there. A lot of game left.
8-pinner. Yep.
Mike with the cover.
And a heads up, our instant replay feature is broken right now, so we cannot replay anything. So we kind of have to pay attention. If you need to watch something again at home, rewind it 10 seconds, watch it again. Replay is like very broken. It worked perfectly the first 2 times this morning, and then it like made 2/3 of the screen just gray. So,
Well, that's good.
not really. Andrew Walko up 8. Here's the fill.
Good ball. I mean, tough break, but a good ball.
6. Looking to play a squeeze shot here or slide this off the left
On
wall.
a spare with that ball, you like that 6 count a lot better than a 1-5 clean.
Yep.
Or
That ball.
Yeah.
So, which of these rips do you prefer? The 3-1 or the 2-2?
I like the 3-1 more. You got a little more room to work with. You could go anywhere with it. You hit on the inside just enough, a little light, you get it off the wall, especially here. Especially here, you get a lot of wall stuff, a lot of pins going, jumping wall to wall. It's like middle rips are almost spare brakes in this place, Mount Airy, Green Mountain, all them places that have them sideboards that just fly.
We did have Mark Klingelhofer did join the Dave Jones Signature Edition Club today with a spare on 2728. So Andrew takes.
Still waiting for my shirt from the Pro League 2 weeks ago.
Not on camera. Wait.
No, I made it. You said you would give me a shirt. Actually, it was your shirt that you would give me.
Yeah, I was gonna take my shirt off.
I said nope. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, so
All right, Jeff
Andrew
Wetzel.
leads by 7 through 4 frames. Counts were the same, but Brian held a pin in wood, so he pulled a pin back there.
Got Jeff looking to get it going here. Struggled the first 3 frames, but a lot of games. See if he can start something up here. Good ball. Oh. Mike on this spare here. See.
This is big here because Jeff's got a middle rip, and Mike can pull off to a 2-mark lead with a
Yeah.
good count here. I like that one
really
a lot.
Good ball. Really good ball there.
Yep, Jeff chases, and now Mike's got a 16-pin lead, and he's got a break. That's the interesting dynamic though with the ball for ball, like that. Like Jeff punches, and then now Mike's like, man, I can really attack this here and get a 2-mark lead. Mike's all over
right
it.
in the face. Jeff, I mean, it's actually a pretty big 7 there with what it could have been.
Yeah. I imagine too in this environment, it's easy. Ball for ball bracket, double space. It can be easy to rush or
Yes.
overthrow it.
I've noticed that a lot. Like in these 12-lane houses, you have to double up because they take so many people to Sunday. You have to double up in the first round of the bracket, and it's just there's sometimes where you make it to the bracket. It's the same thing when your first couple balls on Sunday mornings in the division. You get a little amped up. You're like, all right, I want to do something here.
Right.
And if you get too amped up, it makes your whole body go too fast. And that's a lot of times in this game, that's not good.
Nice spare there for Andrew. Makes
Yeah.
the 10-pin.
Very good shot.
Brian takes 1. Will be open in the 5th.
Brian's a guy that you can never count him out until he's mathematically out because he could throw a 5-bagger at any time.
Right. And I watch him on Mondays. It seems that when he is striking, he's going to strike in punches.
Yes. It's either he ain't striking or he's throwing a triple or Jeff with a big ball there. That was maybe something to get him started. Mike with a chance to go up maybe 3 marks here with a good count mark. All right, Mike getting ready to start his approach. Kind of a big ball here.
Left.
Got away with that one. Take the 8 count. That shot here is so much easier than a lot of other places.
Forgiveness.
Because you can hit it light or on the inside, and that will shoot across the wall 2 or 3 times, and it can take it out.
I was just talking during a commercial break about bowling at subbing at Severna, and that is a shot that you almost have to play straight back.
Really?
So you cannot bang that off the wall because they got deep gutters. There's a chemical airborne.
Wow.
It's a lot. Playing that shot there is actually a lot like Southwest would be. That you got to push it. You can't smack it off 4 walls. Kind of get lucky. But you have a little more room for error on that shot.
Yeah. All right, Brian Best with struggle in the first 5 frames. Let's see if he can get it going here with a good ball.
There it is.
There he is. That's vintage Brian Best ball right there. That's my Hey, that's my teammate on Monday nights.
We'll see, though. We'll see if he gets them in bunches. Spare fill for Andrew.
Big ball here. Oh,
8's
that's
good.
a big 8 count. Andrew with a 15-pin lead in the 5th. He can make this here a 15-pin lead through 6 with even hits. That's,
Even counts.
Andrew, another young, solid bowler. He just started bowling, what, 4 years ago, probably?
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah, and he's definitely starting to make a name for himself.
That one's in the hole.
Some might say he's better than Abby, but we won't go there yet.
It's hard to say, though, because Andrew can't bowl in the WNBA.
Yeah, true.
Andrew's sliding by. 8
All
out.
right. 13-pin lead, but he's down a hit. Brian Best is right in this game. Now let's see if Mike can get back on the head pin here.
I like, by the way, that in this situation, I like that Mike's going first.
Yes.
If Jeff gets up down 26 and throws a double,
Mike starts
it gives
thinking.
Mike something to think about.
Yep.
Okay. That's a safe
Safe
hit.
That's a dual lanes pocket shot there. It's a big ball here for Jeff in this match. If this is a double, we have ourselves a ball game. Even a
Spare's nice too, but it's a break.
okay.
But Devin Fogel on lanes 25, 26 has just thrown his 3rd triple of the day.
Bernie goes 5 off the side, make it. You know, he must bowl out of here.
Devin, Mike gave us a 3-pinner.
Mike covers it up, big shot
Devin
there.
Fogel is 100 and a count in the 5th.
I'll tell you what,
Too thin.
we bowled next to Devin yesterday, and when he gets that ball there, he's another one that throws some no doubters. He's definitely started to make a name for himself. He is really good. He's picked up the pace in this. I remember bowling with him in youth league, but
Coming back.
that was me. There he is.
That's a big
That's
ball.
vintage Brian Best. there.
Just as our video signal comes back.
Perfect.
Andrew with the cover.
Sweet. Andrew with that's actually a really good spare there. After that ball, how good the ball Brian just threw for a double. That's a good thing to stay calm and just shoot it. Bernie trying not to go away, but he needs a couple more of them.
No kidding. Spare fill from Mike.
Ooh.
He didn't like that at all when he let it go. You can see why. 4 count gives him a 22-pin lead.
Big ball again here for Jeff. Need a big 4 frames here.
Off to his left, Devin about to fire for the 4-bagger.
Jeff with a really good ball for Jeff there for the 5-pin. Mike going for the spare shot. That's a weird 3 there.
Played the whole side. You normally play the whole side on that, or you can play the 1-3 pocket.
I played a 1-3 pocket on that because I feel now, for some reason nowadays, you hit that. I always pretend I'm shooting the triangle.
Right.
Not the triangle, but just the 1-3.
Yep.
Just say that's up there. I always try to shoot the inside of the 1-5.
Devin just spared that 1-2-10. He's 137 plus in the 7th. Mike dropped pins.
Oh,
4 on, 7 out.
We got a 19-pin lead down the hit. This game is getting a little interesting here. Brian Vest down 3 up a hit on this double.
This first ball from Brian dictates a lot.
Yes, it's a big ball here.
Another strike, he's comfortably in the lead. Bad count, it's almost a tie game or worse. For the triple. 6, maybe 7? 6.
All right. After the way that ball looked out of the hand, that's actually not a bad count.
Yeah, that looked like that could have been 2.
Just want to say thank you again to Nick Lloyd and David Hughes for doing this. I mean, this is awesome. You drove up here on a Sunday morning, over an hour drive.
After leaving Mount Airy at 2 a.m. the night before, going back to Pasadena.
Yeah, I mean,
About 2.5 hours sleep.
who else would do that? Nobody.
No, they got a life. Brian, nice shot.
Great. That was a great cover there, and Andrew, no luck with the 3 through the middle. Good ball, but it happens.
Uh-oh.
Need to get some wood here to keep this kind of a game here.
That's not terrible.
It's not bad.
Now down, just like that, down 13 pins and a hit. 2 to go. Strike in the 8th for Devin Fogle, 157 plus in the 8th. He's trying to take down Goliath here. And Bernie really,
Good job, Bernie.
9 spare there isn't worth anything.
Bernie marks out and he's going to shoot 160
And being nowhere near.
And not even be in the game.
Jeff off the side for 7 on the count.
But that's still
Makes
why
it-
Bernie's
Makes it a 12-pin game.
Bernie is he is the cream of the crop. He is the best bowler in the world. I've never seen anything like what he's done the last 4 years in this sport.
Wall shot. Oh,
Wow, great shot. Great shot by Mike Mans.
Jeff picks the 3-pin.
That hurts.
Yep.
He makes that there is
Single-digit game.
Yep.
Mike drops a pin. Jeff drops a pin. "12-pin lead for Mike Mans, 101 to 89.
Big ball here for Andrew. It's
This
gotta
has to
be do or
be a
die.
mark.
Do or die here almost. It's a good ball.
There it
That's
is.
a really good ball. That was a seed. He planted a seed there.
That was a sellout for a strike ball. Brian for the cover. 5 off the wall, no.
Ooh.
Brian with the spare leads by 22.
I
And
love
that will a spare here basically forces Andrew onto 2 strikes.
I'll tell you what, like with bowling with Brian on Mondays this year, when he is on, he is one of the best bowlers in the world too.
Yep.
Like there's no stopping him when he gets on that roll. The thing about him is he's a power shot, but he is a very good spare shooter too. If you guys heard that back home, on Monday nights, Brian might or might not have trouble shooting 5-pin.
Yeah, it's
but
not
he
his
made it
not
there.
his side.
Yeah. Jeff with a good ball there. I mean, this has to be a mark too here.
Down 12. Need to fill a frame here.
See if Mike can put himself in a really good position here to win this match. Just a big frame here for Mike. Good ball.
It is
Very
defensive
good ball.
bowling for Mike Mans.
That's a very good ball in a good situation.
That's curtains.
And that, Devin Fogle off to the left. We're going to strike. Need a taking a shot
He's got
here.
the game won.
He's got the game won, but we'd love to see a 200 from the kid here.
He had
Why
100
not?
He had 199. You see that earlier?
Yeah.
199. He had a 6 count on the last ball.
Oh, and he
Lord.
made it. And he made it.
He makes it like it was
Let's go.
like a single.
He has 177 on a spare and a 9.
Just needs a good count mark. Strike in 3 would do it. 7 spare, 6 would do it.
Not an awful ball from Andrew, but
He had to have a strike there.
yep. And Brian Vest,
Yep.
because Brian Vest wins.
That mathematically seals it.
Yep. So Brian Vest will be in the Elite 8, as they say. The Elite 8.
As long as your horse in the race doesn't lose in the final 4,
Yeah.
we're going to be all right.
Is David winning or now?
David is up 3 pins with the frame to go, no hits.
No hits. Hopefully David doesn't do what my Duke Blue Devils did last night. That was not fun.
They Duke blew it.
Yep. They had their one shining moment and they blew it.
It was a valiant attempt with the buzzer beater that landed in the parking lot.
that lucky fan got a souvenir on that.
Andrew,
Brian Best for the fill here. Should have. I mean, it's like his average this game.
158. Another, good for
another
them to shoot that 5 pin.
Can't carry the 5-pin loss.
5 pins nailed down. Yep.
You needed one more beer last night. That's why.
Need more ball speed. Fill ball for Andrew. He'll get 9. Brian Vest advances 158 to
Andrew with
137.
a solid game though. 137. I mean, he threw the ball well.
Yeah,
He
it had a middle rip.
Middle rip on a spare.
All right, Devin Fogel stepping up on 25. Needs a mark in the 10th to shoot a 200.
Get
10
back
pin.
there. Get back there. Hit it.
They're going to let it spin.
Ah, that's really far up there.
Yeah, that pin's walking the wrong way, and now it's hit Deadwood.
Pass interference.
Mike, that is enough, I believe, to
That's-
mathematically seal it.
Wow.
Ouch.
Bernie 10 pins under his average, 141 game,
That's terrible.
and that's still a decent game, and he's not even anywhere close to it. Devin made it.
Devin needs 3 pins.
4
4 pins.
pins, 2 under.
You can watch, that's the far left side of your screen, lane number 25. We're finished here. Just a fell ball to roll over there for Devin Fogel. Fitting he gets the last ball, too, of the pair. 196 and a ball. Here he comes, lane 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. A
Great game.
10 mark. 206 for Devin Fogel.
That is
Fantastic
a
game.
awesome game.
Old Wood, he went 10 box, strike, spare, triple, 7 spare, strike, spare, 9 spare, strike.